It's time for Power Hour.
Gentlemen in the mix. Hello, traders. Welcome to the Power Hour for stock market stream. All right, last 60 minutes of the day before the closing bell. And, you know, a little bit of price action on Bitcoin, too. Pretty cool. Still got that, you know, price action stream above you, the 4-hour little channel there, identified by members of our own community. And, you know, I tended to agree. Loving the hardline respect we're still seeing. I mean, you're testing it again. Remember, breaking it takes you probably pretty quickly to $37,000. But, you know, just like yesterday while we were live, there was an attempt. But they just, the buyers could not breach the hard line. So maybe this time around we could. We just got a nice 4-hour candle close, and it was, holy crap, let me just zoom in here. I might have just missed this, getting ready for streaming, but, chat? No one even noticing? No one even saying anything in the chat? You serious? Jesus chimes. Highest 4-hour candle close confirmed for the year of 2023. Highest 4-hour candle close since, I believe, April of 2022. Hello? May of 2022, excuse me. We got a ways to go before April, right? Yeah, dude, you gotta, like, that's the thing, though. This is like, you're in the middle of where the price was just crashing, marking down back in 2022. So, let's see. When could we say it would be the highest price since April? Looking like it would need to, you'd need to make a, you know, you'd have to be at $40,000. Which is a hard target on like the daily. But, you know, one thing about the daily that's interesting about Bitcoin, it's been, I believe, almost, we're going on 3 weeks of Bitcoin being technically overbought on the daily RSI. Right, where I think October 20th was the day. Yeah, October 20th is when Bitcoin got above 70 on the RSI, which 70 is the threshold for overbought or not. So I got to a high of 88. I believe intraday you got almost up to 90 before pullback, and look at you since then. Still sitting at a very, very hot 79. Some would argue that that's hotter than 69, but yeah, I don't know about that. All right, so continuing to ascend as currently, you know, currently it's apparently I mean, being in cash is more attractive than the stocks, with earnings yields equaling inverse of the price to earnings ratio. So that's the lowest level you've seen since 2001. And if we're talking about cash, what is the most hard cash ever invented or created in the world? You're staring at the chart right now. Bitcoin Live. Yes. What about Bitcoin Heart all over my penthouse?
Good day to you, sir.
There are reasons. What's up, Jay, man? Good day to you as well. Thank you so much for the Tron flavored emoji. Yes. Remember Tron? Tron's unbelievable, man. It's communist Chinese coin right there, dude. It's been killing it. It broke out. If you didn't know, Tron. And I haven't looked at this one, I mean, maybe, you know, close to a week now because I haven't been here. But this is spectacular. Okay. I mean, you can't, like, okay, you can think an asset's garbage, scam, whatever, but it, like, you know, like Hex, though, when it was on the way up and it was making higher highs, higher lows, and it was painting really nice bullish consolidation structures, I mean, I'm going to be the first one to congratulate it and talk about the technical impeccability. And you got that on Tron right now. And because of that, the side effect is people from the community would think you were also a moon boy that is completely indoctrinated into that world technology, but it's not. It's just the technicals. And if Tron starts looking like garbage, I would start talking crap about it again, like it's technicals. But look, you kind of like pretty much, I mean, the way I had the channel, you've broken it, and it's like you're back testing the breakout. And you've already broken horizontal line resistance, which is, that's the most important part in my opinion. Channels are cool and all, but the ice line's gone. And you can see historical price action. You have a hard target on Tron of like 12 cents. And that's like legit, dude. 25% upside from here. All right, Justin Sun, buy my S coin. Buy my S coin. But yeah, all right. So I just was looking at that. I don't know. We just kind of like got into it randomly. Sorry, I didn't even do it. I didn't do the thing. Maxine, could you please?
Since we started out on BitConf, let's go further into crypto.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Ethereum. That one thing that we kind of looked at yesterday was the supply line broken with the 2 anchor points from April and July. You broke it, you back tested it. You are still holding above, but up 0.62%. And, you know, there's just not much more upside before you test the key levels, which it just seems so reasonable to believe that that would be eventually where we go to next. 1972, 2043. Remember, 2043 on Ethereum is pretty much equal to Bitcoin's 28,831K zone. Like above 2043, that's where like you could very well see the top of this channel. Huge trend we've been in, though it's been, you know, not near as awesome as Bitcoin's lately. Above 2043, you see the price action correlation above 2043. Normally, almost $3,000. So is it unreasonable to believe, like, if you break one of the most major levels on this chart, it couldn't run to at least 2,700 to test the top of the channel? It's not unreasonable, man, at all. So just the thing is, it's like, okay, cool, yeah, it's gonna do it, and it's not because Ethereum's awesome. It's just gonna do it because if you understand, if Ethereum's like doing these things I'm talking about, Bitcoin's like going to 40K and maybe even higher. And Ethereum's probably still underperforming Bitcoin. And it's just impossible to live stream this stuff anymore without looking at the pairings. It's still miserable. Oh,
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, no, dude, sorry. Don't blame me. Blame Vitalik for going proof of stake, not proof of work, to making it very centralized. I'm sorry, man. Don't blame me. And so don't blame me that, you know, the fantastic... I hope one day we could come back and look at Ethereum to Bitcoin down at like 3 million sats or whatever and say, my God, this should be in a textbook. Untraditional markets, Wyckoff, right? They're into Bitcoin, then Bitcoin dominance. Because this thing, until new data presents itself that would provide an argument otherwise, you are what seems like you have begun phase E, and phase E would eventually become the markdown phase after, you know, it doesn't have to happen, but normally you do get inverse backup phases. Or even when like the support is violated, you normally might rally, but you'd still never see higher highs than the previous highs before rolling over. And then eventually get in the markdown. So the equal opposite to the Bitcoin dominance chart, which it had been taking it on the chin a little bit. Who said it was gonna be straight line up? No one said that. It's never been straight line up for real. I mean, like with the schematic here, yes, pullbacks happen. That's the great news. It's like, that's good. That's healthy stuff. Because, I mean, a lot of people are just not going to be able to get rich on the Bitcoin run. They would possibly be able to get rich on riskier assets in this space. Remember, higher risk, though, could translate into higher reward. Just be sure to take profit on your S coins. And anytime you get pullbacks like this on Bitcoin dominance, normally it means just temporarily the altcoins are having their run while Bitcoin consolidates sideways or even upsloping. But just remember, if the trend's so powerful and so bullish and you don't want to fight the trend, know that these pullbacks would most likely be temporary, shallow, moderate. Pivots would come in, and then we would run to test the highs and go to the highest highs. I got a delayed GBTC chart alert going off right there. I mean, I guess we can just look at, hey, we're all on, this is all like relevant, I guess, right? Weird. Did I have an old alert or something? That's weird. Well, we're working on going positive on the day. It's still down 0.78%. So down 0.78%. Bitcoin's up almost 1% today. Just on the GBTC chart, where is my... Well, you already broke out of the channel like hardcore, so I guess it doesn't matter. We look more so at the horizontal line support resistances, and to be real, like there's like one. Let me just make sure this is only on the week. This Gartley was so real. It's Scott Carney specialty here, but it's just kind of too big. Like it's the weekly harmonic. It's not really a daily. It's just okay. So. As you can see, the swing low on GBTC's chart, and there are rumors now. Let me just try to read off the rumor, okay? Because if you don't know, you don't know. Let me just, 2 seconds here. 2 seconds.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
Wait, where did I put it? Oh, okay. Hold on. So here it is. This is a Bloomberg source, okay? So a brief window opens. Sorry, a brief window opens on November 9th, which is tomorrow, for the SEC to potentially approve all 12 U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF applicants, including Grayscale's GBTC, the chart we are currently staring at. It will be open for at least 8 days. Even if approvals don't arrive this month, we still believe there's a 90% chance of approval by January 10th. Again, Bloomberg source. Make of that what you will. Pretty interesting. What happens, chat? It's like, you give me your opinion, because I don't know. I mean, right? I don't even act like I know where these charts are going. We just know how to identify low risk. Well, we just know how to identify levels where we can manage our risk with the price action, structural developments, discernible patterns, predictable patterns. What, right? So what happens if like all 12 Bitcoin ETFs are approved at the exact same time? What happens? In your opinion, because I'd love to know, because I think, you know, again, some of y'all might have a way better expertise on some of this stuff than me. Okay. I mean, if they all get approved, that means that there are 12 institutions now that have to have 1-to-1 Bitcoin, right? Like, if like a bunch of their, you know, clients want to buy GBTC at that point because of this approval, doesn't the institution that is the custodian, wouldn't they have to buy Bitcoin equal to the amount of money that is coming into that fund? Tell me if I'm wrong, refute that, or confirm that. Order just says yes. But what about the buy the rumor, sell the news bros? What about them too? You know, because we've been rumoring, fake news in 25% at this point, right? In 3 weeks. Excuse me. Sorry, really sore from yesterday, man. Oh, is that true, Ross? Why? I'm already in paradise, man. And I can have all the guns I want, man. I don't know. Puerto Rico, I'm sure you could. Similar, right? So territory. But still, like the skyline. Oh my god. Okay, Bitcoin's going positive on the day. Well, I mean, not on the candle. It's trying to go positive. This is 10-minute delay. Let's forget this, dude. It was just there. If I hear another beep, it'll be 10 minutes delayed. It's like we're looking back. You know, we're looking at the Andromeda galaxy. We're looking in the past. All right, let's go to XRP, because XRP had been incredible. You know, like anyone caring about yesterday, like that means, did you buy yesterday or did you buy FOMOing? Because you had your chance. I mean, you know, there was a tweet at 55 cents. A tweet. I never tweet. Heck, Alex Cobb like retweeted my tweet. That never happens. And since then, XRP went up. Jesus, dude. Like, what did it go up since that tweet? At the highs, it went up 34% in 9 days. Stupid. So we're still waiting on 76. After 76, you know, maybe 81, but probably 92 cents. So Charizard, Sol monthly. Yeah, Sol was also a killer. Blasted through that 37, 36 level, went almost straight to the next one.
Hi, what's up, Mon? Can we look at dollar Sol on Monty?
Yeah, Charizard, we can do that. So I just want to read kind of, you give me a second. Some of y'all probably put in some, I asked y'all a question, right? See if I can find any like real like opinions. Someone says they think it's going to dump hard after. That's what I'm saying. That's the buy the rumor, sell the news bros. Initial pump and dump of law proportions followed by strong upwards trend. Okay. You should be positioned already. Even we get like COVID crash, should be worth it late next year. Yeah, well, that'd be crazy, dude. Yeah, MicroStrategy is trading like an ETF anyway. I think it's outperforming Bitcoin actually for the year. Barely, but still. Okay, you're gonna have guns too. All right, all right. All right, we'll get some moving then. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I mean, this is just business as usual. Composite operator, which is probably the World Economic Forum, George Soros, Klaus Schwab, the Bilderbergs, all the evil people in the world are accumulating the central bank coin. They will use this technology to usher in a tyrannical central bank digital currency of sorts. Oh my God, scary stuff. And then you've got, yeah, let's just look at some of these assets today. We just go to Sol on the monthly. I mean, the daily, first off, right, headed back to $47, $48. Above that's $55, $58, right? Just that's one high, and then above that is that's the insane levels. I mean, that's where you talk about 81, but then 120 after that. So, but he wants the monthly, so we can do the monthly for him. 98% retrace, 95% retrace. Bullish engulfing candle, continuing. 22 days to go, but yeah, you're reaching a level where there is gonna be, even on the monthly, a little bit of resistance. It's just there, right? It's just like in April of 2021, that was the highest high before look. In April 2021, when that level was manufactured first time ever, that was the first peak ever. After that was achieved, you literally had a 60% drawdown. But after that 60% drawdown, you can't even believe it. The next month, you had a 55% rally. And then within the same month, you had another drawdown, 55%. Dude, you wouldn't even believe what I just said. Then the next month you had a 48% rally, and then that's when things blew up. That's insane. You're talking 55% swings for like 4 months in a row. That's psycho. Psycho. But yeah, I'm just telling you that's a level, right? And it wasn't just there in 2021. It was also in July 2022, August 2022. So you haven't tested that yet, but you're very close, and it seems likely you at least touch it, right? Probably this month. There you go, Charizard. Thank you, man. We do need to look at Chainlink because, man, wow. I mean, Kang, dude, just beautiful, like fantastic. You know, it was a heart rate monitor for so long. I think it was so choppy. It was really tough to even see if it was a Wyckoff schematic. But in the end, right there, you know, I remember being like, well, it's always the lowest risk at the bottom of the channel. And there was just far too much demand at that time. And you rallied back up here, and then it was just kind of, you know, looking back on it, right? This level here, September 2020, formerly regarded as support before takeoff. So just, it's beautiful, man. Highest price, Chainlink. Buyers have pushed this level to since April 12th of 2022. Heading on up to 1572, which is a candle high close from November 20th and a wick high from the same time, so you know, November 2020, and then like that's kind of your next level, and then above that's probably like the psychological 20. I would say $19.60 to $20, and then we would talk after that. You don't even want to know what happens if Chainlink ever breaks that level. Like you go up almost 30%. Yep. Bitcoin saved the world, man. If Bitcoin did not get the fake news, did not continue to rally, start making higher lows, higher highs.
Can we check high/US on KuCoin? Potential M shape with 3 rising valleys.
What's up, Egg? We'll look at high. We will look at high. Thank you so much, dude. High, that is yes in Japanese. So high. High. We will look at high. All right. Chainlink, what a winner. Since the breakout, you know. Let's just say since the formal bullish back test of the 2020 low. Let's just say that. Since then, Chainlink up 100% in 23 days. Life changing. Crypto can literally change your life. You know, it just can. Sometimes, I mean, like not always, and it can ruin your life too. Absolutely, my God, dude. You know. But I mean, at this current time, we understand that there are and had been some, not all. Some are like complete trash, man. Like they're rallying hardcore too. But it was like that's always the case, right? You flip the coin without an edge, without confirmation, with no way to strategize. They can still pump, right? Or dump. So yeah, you've got some of those. I mean, really still waiting on Bitcoin Cash, man, because I own some of this too on trade. It was like a trade set I posted. I also entered mid-October. One target hit. This looks great to me. This looks like it's getting ready to go test 260 and eventually would break that and run to 304. Any edge? Some bullish convergence. Looking good. That's a look, man. You're uptrending and a pullback's happening. It's very moderate, mild, and the selling has just subsided now. Eventually, you would think that the sellers are just gonna relent, and the buyers that are in control of the asset now. Remember, these guys bought. They're still like, even on the pullback, the people that bought, there's still that many people that never got rid of what they bought initially. It's still there. So that something, a high volume pump like this is certainly enough to change the entire trend, to make bots change their tone, where instead of only fading the tops, they would be buying the valleys. It doesn't rhyme, but what is it? Fade the top? No, fade the pops. I don't know. Never, not buy. Buy the whatever. I don't know. Because you're in a downtrend, the bots would be just fading tops, fading pops. Okay. Anyway, I'm not a poet, dude. I'm a live streamer, so I should have done a better job of that. But a great uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, 260s on deck. That's where you're headed next, most likely, assuming Bitcoin doesn't just collapse. Okay. But that's not even really a harmonic that I'm talking about, where they've developed and they're there and they look great, like HBAR, for instance. Just, it's so incredible, man. Like, just, this is what it looks like, dude. This is M shapes ushering in complete and utter reversals. Like something that looks like this, the hard target on HBAR is eventually 10 cents, 9.8 cents. The top. That's the hard target here. This is such a large structural development. It's visible on the weekly, meaning it could actually be a lot more significant here. Dude, this is serious because it's really hard to see it. We just talked about like 98, 99% retrace. Look at this. So did traders ever, after the bubble popped and it completely deflated, right? The bubble has completely, all the air's out of HBARs. When the traders and the sellers, when they pushed the price like in December of last year, were they ever able to rival literally the low of 3.1 cents? No. They weren't able to. If that was the bottom, looking back on it. Okay, and then after the higher low gets put in, you then complete the M shape, and it just proves to us another higher low. So the most subtle, quiet, indistinguishable accumulation. But then, after investing in ourselves and understanding the research Scott Carney's done, we know that at completion zones, you're looking for 2 lows, and we got them. And the luxury of this one on HBAR is it's actually another higher low. So you're almost talking about, it's not 3 rising valleys, but it's 1 valley, a second valley, and a third valley. And the rule of 3, you know, what can happen after the third valley. And of course, some sort of weekly divergence convergence there. Yeah, this could be way more significant than you could imagine, okay? I mean, 9.9 cent hard target, but breaking above 7.5 cents on the week, 8 cents on the weekly, you could be going to 17 cents up there because it's just straight up and down. This is what reversals look like before they happen. It just is the way it is. And oh my God, storage is up 50%, 50% today. Jesus. We gotta look at that, man. Good God. All right, here's storage. See, storage was one that was like breaking key supports. But once it got back above that level for the second time, I guess that was it. Yeah, testing the 200-week simple moving average for the first time since August 15th, it took a 50% pump today to see that level. Well, soon approaching the next support resistance. I mean, look, 75 cent target, you know, high from August 2020. Highs from August 2022. Wow, incredible. That storage, dude. The pump of the day. The soup du jour. Soup de S-Coin. No, S-Coin du jour is certainly storage. Here's the zone, the gray zone. So Jesus chimes are that. You know, it's almost like a rectangle. You hit the top of the rectangle, you pull back, and then this was the potential partial rise, partial decline. And once it tested, if it was to test 53 cents again, it'd be a 70% chance of a breakout, and it tested it today, it just snapped it like nothing. So technically, you know, rectangle, that's a technical indicator right there. All right, good stuff on storage. I don't know, man. Earlier, someone was like, dude, look at stocks, man. It's power. Like, I was scanning through them, man. Dude, it's like depressing. Looking at like Bitcoin and what it's been doing and some of these alts, the way their harmonics are set up at really low prices, double bottoming, type 2 returns, weekly divergence stuff. And it's like, dang, man, there's some there's a strong argument for upside potential on some of these S coins, and had been, I guess. It's been in development for a long time. And you look at these stocks, it's garbage. It's like nothing like that, really. Not really, dude. Because you got like, okay, the big 7, yeah, sure, they're just continuing to truck along, but there's no value. It's like you're paying stupid premium to own the big 7 because they're the only things that have been performing, and then almost everything else looks just like dog crap. Like just like rolling over. Like there's some that were like, it's kind of maybe looking like okay, and then they're just like gapping down 5-6% on the day, and it's like kind of like nightmarish. Like, oh, you bought that, and it's like, oops, you're trapped. But yeah, I mean, again, so like that's like why maybe the emphasis isn't as much on stocks lately as it would be crypto, because crypto is where the opportunity is starting to develop, has been in development, like FIL, right? This was one that's specimen behavior. This is where you have targets of $7.62 and $9.50. Those are your targets. Do you get that, right? That's like, oh, you're just gonna double up 100% upside. No big deal, bro. Oh, I'll just F it, dude. Show me, I want to see Smuckers. I want to see SJM, dude. I'm a long-term investor in the JM Smucker company, dude. Okay, bro. Well, I guess you could say that they were inverse developing the same structures. Wow, man, look at SJM. Dang, dude. Yeah, just kind of like low-key been crashing. Currently trading at its lowest price since August 2020. Multi-year lows on SJM. So lower prices. I mean, you're thinking 96.65 target down there. Swing lows. You see the price action. That's the target. Some nefarious, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate the compliment, dude. Hold on. Sorry.
Miss you, brother. Been too insane and had a bunch of funds locked up, so missed being able to keep my Patreon. Sadness. You're looking good. The market recovery is looking solid in the crypto space. Wish ETH would catch BTC soon. ETH/BTC maybe chart maybe?
Thank you, dude. So, of course. Please clap. Thank you, dude. Sorry about, you know, your funds, man. But good to hear from you. And thank you for contributing to the community and the stream. Thank you for the saying I'm looking good. Thank you, man. Yeah, in crypto, things are starting to mature pretty well. Ethereum just, well, you know, the thing is, Nefarious, I look at like Ethereum to Bitcoin every day now, all my streams. They're like one of the first things I look at. After I look at Ethereum, I normally go straight to Ethereum to Bitcoin. So I did look at it already, but I don't think you're going to be happy about it. I mean, I can go back to it, but it's bad. It's like Wyckoff distribution phase E. Like you might rally and get a back test, but until you break back above the bottom of the trading range, you're in terrible shape. Ethereum to Bitcoin looks garbage. Like garbage anyway. Okay. So you get it? You were looking like at FIL, and then you go to a stock, SJM. It's like almost the inverse. Wasn't that NXPI? Yeah, semiconductors like at a harmonic too. Yeah, it's been rallying. Okay. And maybe a higher low here. Fine. But like this is like the inverse of most of the altcoins. Like they've been on these big runs, and then the W develops, and then. So we're normally, if you're wanting to go long, you're looking for something looking like that. Maybe if you were lucky enough, you get a type 2 return eventually, but you just don't know. This is how trends reverse. I'm getting a little freaked out by that song. Sorry. It'd be like that. So like speaking of, you know, M-shapes, this is a trade setup, you know, high conviction trade setup that was posted at this point now. Because of today, the entry was right around 53 to, was it 55 cents maybe? Yeah, Matic is now up about 50% in 3 weeks since this trade setup was posted. It had all the makings of a Velocity Athlete. It had everything you could dream of. Everything. It was a 3-day trade, right? 3-day chart trade. Yeah, because you had the beautiful, impeccable divergence on the second low. And these two lows rivaled this one low from May of 2022. It was everything. And, you know, I think the first target's 89.5 cents. Let's open it up and see. Let's check it out together. It's harmonics, man. Like, you don't know because you just don't. But we don't know if it's going to play out or not, but we certainly know that we can strategize an entry and a stop loss and manage our risk very well. That's all real TA is, dude. Yeah, there it is. My God, man. Crazy. All right, here it is. It was October 6th, so it was less than a month ago, 28, 29 days ago, right? It's not me making a call. It's not me being like, oh, I'm so right, I'm so cool. It's literally, I invested in myself and I learned from people that put their life's work and research into studying how to manage their risk appropriately, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to apply what I learned from them, okay? That's all it is. And I understand, I don't know what's going to happen next on Matic. That's my mentality. It could easily get stopped out, but if it does get stopped out, I take on a minimal loss, but my upside potential is insane if it did play out, right? Okay. And there it is. We're just well on the way to the first target, which in fact is 89.5 cents. And then after that, $1, good psychological resistance, then 130 after that. And it's just, I'm just using practical resistances from history, short term, long term, whatever. So, you could have a fourth target. The most aggressive target would be 155 there. You could have a fourth target, yeah. So that's it though, right? I mean, that's like all I'm trying to teach in these streams, in my community, in the Patreon. Like just trying to teach you what I've learned from really smart people. I'm not smart, they're smart. And even they understand though that it's a game of probabilities, not certainties. You could have a harmonic like this that could utterly fail. But if you have a stop loss set up strategically, it makes all the sense in the world to not own Matic below that stop loss threshold. Beautiful world we live in, right? Beautiful. Okay, so there are others, one being a Uniswap, Mother of God. It's almost even better. It's a little whacked out because the B point's pretty deep, but so it's an M shape with a type 2 return
chart, sir.
And a
Pamp
level
my
being
bags.
tested.
Chainlink bought me a few homes, no lie. 0.007993666
Few homes,
ETH.
dude. My God, thanks for the Ethereum contribution, Zupa. Well, we're staring at the potential Rolex watch chart, right? So weird, dude. How did that happen? Because there's no, like, I know it takes a second to do the one-up coin to send a crypto tip, right? But are you in my brain right now? Because how? Weird, dude. Creepy weird. But this is it, man. Okay, this is where you look. This is the context of kings. The context of kings for the harmonic, in my opinion. You're not looking for harmonics up here. You're not looking for harmonics in downtrends, lower highs. You are looking for harmonics after the bubble has completely deflated. You've lost all but 95% of the value of the asset. And then it all develops over the course of 500 days. That's a very long time. So therefore, I would have faith in the reliability and potential performance of this 500-day structural development on a chart happening at great areas. So eventual target minimum, 660. Yeah, you're gonna have to test $7, and then it's just one at a time, 867. But dude, I mean, $20 is a joke, dude. That's crazy. The Rolex price really should be like $13 or at least $12 Zupa. I mean, that's wild, dude. $20 is too much. Okay, because even something like this, yeah, it could usher that in, but this is what you're looking for, chat. I'm just telling you. Like, this is a moment. This is a 500-day moment in time where another 500 days goes by, and in that 500-day period, Uniswap's at $12. And you'd be like, dang, man, I missed out on Uniswap. Should I buy Uniswap now? And it's like, bro, you are out of your effing mind. Get out of here. Okay, speaking of harmonics, there was another one that was there on Shiba. Kind of crazy. All happened at a pretty insane level, too. So Shiba here, I mean, like, your type 2 return would be legendary, 700. Come down here for a spring back test of sorts, it would be unreal. But I can't, it may not happen, but a harmonic like this, at the bottom of the trading range, buyers defended. A higher low has officially been put in for the first time in a long time, right? This was like, hey man, you made your lowest low. And we talked about this pretty in depth yesterday, right? Where you make the low, you make the lower low. On that lower low or lowest low, you end up getting bullish divergence, and that'll usher in a pretty big rally. But in the end, that rally still craps out, and the price rolls over. Sellers take back over. But then you start getting into a situation where you ask the question, hey man, what happens if we could get our first higher low? If you start seeing that higher low on the retrace, and if you're back testing key levels as support, bonus points, but that higher low represents more than before accumulation, and harmonics can help us see that, you know, so predictable patterns. And so I think this is like, there's a higher confidence on Shiba for 1296, 1300 than there ever was in July, because now we've got ourselves an official M shape completed and the higher low. So all right, we got 10 minutes till the daily candle, well, the daily, I don't know, the stock market closing bell. You can join the stream, like button, bell, subs. An early stream, I got something going on tonight. Won't be around for crypto power hour, but hey, it'll be all right. So Neff, did you need to see it again? We can just briefly go back to it for him, catch him up. That you know, you see the zone, right? You see where the buying climax was. You see where the automatic rally was. You see where the secondary test is. You see the sign of weakness testing that automatic rally again. That is the creation of the bottom of the trading range, the Wyckoff distribution schematic. You didn't know at the time, but those are what you needed to start it. And you got everything, man. You got the up thrust, you got the sign of weakness, and then you got the up thrust after distribution test, right? That's the up thrust, and then you got all the last point supply, the lower highs, lower lows, and now candle closes. You had been in the past, what, 10 days, 2-week period, you actually saw the lowest daily candle closes since April 2021. Traders were settling up at lower prices than they were in June of 2022, confirmed. And you're still below the bottom of the trading range. So in my opinion, like, yes, you might get some sort of, you know, backup. Like, it's the inverse backup, like we saw on Coin, like we saw on Bitcoin Dominance, where it pulls back, even breaks above, you know. But until you confirm that level as support, and until something like this was to happen, you cannot be bullish. You have to be bearish until there's an argument that you could articulate to a group of your peers that abide by the same principles that we all abide by here, right? You have to have an argument. You have to sell me. You have to sell the people in the chat that also care about TA for a reason. Give me a higher low. Give me a spring back test. Until then, loser. Phase E, Wyckoff distribution schematic, right? Yeah, be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. I mean, like, if you're in here and you're like watching the stream, you're not in the Discord, you know, like, if you like this content, you know, you like the price action, you like learning about traditional technical analysis by the book, not weird fib circles and joke Rudy poo. You know, there are educational resources in our Discord, the free Discord. Like, you can get your toes wet with the source material. You can dip your toes in the TA pool. See, if you cannonball in the TA pool, you would become overwhelmed. You may not even be able to swim, and you may drown in the complex world of traditional technical analysis. But I think the longer time you spend learning the stuff that I try to teach here, you start realizing how simple it is, and how, like, I don't know, how easily it can be to overcomplicate things. And, you know, kind of the way it all evolved for me was like learning about redundancy, right? Like, I mean, there's like thousands of indicators, thousands of oscillators, all right? And most of them are jokes, dude. Most of them just aren't gonna, they're just, they tell you the same piece of information that another simple one would, you know? Just no need. Keep it simple. Okay, so sorry, Neff, on your Ethereum to Bitcoin, dude. I just, like, remember, Vitalik Buterin did go prove a stake, and you can be in denial all you want. Can someone tell me the actual date that happened? I really like to. You know what? We could just Google it, right? It would be more fun if y'all told me the date, okay? Okay? 9:15.
Bro.
April
In
20th.
HFD almost
What?
from
What?
192. Thoughts?
What's up, G-Dog? Solana, bro. Boy, bro. Yeah. Booyakasha. We'll look at it. Just want to get it the right answer. 9:15:22. 9:15:22. Wow, it happens to line up pretty much perfectly with one of my vertical lines anyway, right? So right here, let's just change the color of this. Let's just change it to... Let's make it pink. Vitalik's definitely feminine. He loves the unicorns and the pink things, right? So that's where he made the decision, chat. He made the decision. Crypto? For the people, by the people, he decided to switch. Substantial switch, right? And that was the end. That was the upthrust after distribution test, and it was over. Never again did those highs get recaptured, as it seems like many market participants felt betrayed, and any rally was faded. Lower highs, last points of supply, and look at you now. You can literally see on the chart. Who knows? What if he didn't change? Maybe this kept going. Probably not. What a huge run right there. You'd have pulled back anyway. But yeah, man, that's telling. And the great news about Bitcoin is there is no one that's going to just be making decisions so insane like that. And, you know, Vitalik was, I think, the climate terrorists. They got him. He has a weird, like, kind of political belief structure anyway. I mean, I had followed him for a little bit on Twitter. He is not... Nah, man, I think... Nah. It's like just... Bitcoin. Keep it simple. Bitcoin. Wow. It's like... And Bitcoin's like the most relevant for what's going on with like sovereign debt going on. Money printing. Inflation. Sorry, dude. We're not looking to buy pictures of rocks and do staking and then lock up all our money and then the S coins lose 99% of their value. But dude, I'm still making yield, bro. Sure you are. Sorry. See. Music's back. Yeah, beware of the flippening. And then some idiot LARPer on Twitter came up with another term that will never happen called the lappening, where he's like saying, not only is Ethereum going to flip Bitcoin, it's also going to double flip it. Like the amount of market cap it took to flip, that same amount of market cap would get added onto Ethereum. Unreal. Like just the level of delusion. But hey, maybe that happened before proof of stake happened. All right, sorry, spending too much time on that. Let's check on Vechain because you know, let's yeah, the most recent events we had well, you had the listing to Coinbase, but then no one really cared and it was pulling back, but then it pivoted and started rallying. It's like, wait a second, we got a low, we got kind of the same low here, but now we have a higher low, an HL, very close to that previous low, and look at it now. You understand like how important price action is locally. It can really help you. And that's like, you didn't have too much of a structure here to help. You know, I think maybe an M shape. Maybe an M shape, but like no type 2. But just when you notice like, wow, there's accumulation. There's more than before, chat. There wasn't. There was the same as before. It was June and then months go by, same amount of market participants, not really that great. But then to see an HL come in, that could manifest into something else, a more aggressive rally. And it's happening as Vechain currently, as I'm speaking to you, is trading at its highest price since April 26th. And if all stays the same or higher, it would be the highest daily candle close since April 20th or even April 17th or 19th, excuse me. And you broke a resistance of 1.2 cents. Next level, you know, is it like you have broken out. Like the next real level you'd say is 2.6 cents. So you've got about it could just continue going. You got about 16% upside before you see any overhead resistance that goes back to June 2022, September 2022. I mean, even right here, the candle close February 2023, and then April 2023. That's the target. 15% upside on Vechain from here. Price action's important. Higher lows. Jameson's really been, respect the TA chat. He's been really honing in on these higher lows on a lot of these coins looking similar to Vechain. So
problem with the
more
devs and
value in
Vitalik's
Discord,
decision
right?
to go to proof of stake was they forget that they were the primary onboarding for an average person to enter the market. Sadly, greed and not bigger picture affected the decisions. ETH will work out, but it was brutal.
Thank you, Nefarious, man, for the elite contribution. That's the Neo, because, I mean, it's like just unsung old memes from this community. Creativity, right? It's Neo, the S coin, but inside of Neo, hey, man, let's make it like the Matrix because the protagonist's name was Neo. And it just like that happens. It's like, oh, no one even, no, it's just like, oh, it exists. Thank you, dude. Greed and not bigger picture affected decisions. Was it greed? I don't know. I think he's just, Vitalik is maybe a little bit on the spectrum, and he just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how old he is. He's probably like, in his mid-20s still, right? But dang, man, tell you, how people are raised is incredible, right? Like, I think about myself and who I am, and how I speak and conduct myself, and then I look at Vitalik, and I'm like, dang, just different people, man, completely different upbringings, different places, just wow. Which I'm not saying one's worse or better than the other. I'm just saying they're just different. Okay. Sorry, Ethereum. Get wrecked. But hey, the great news is you can still speculate. Right? Because like us doing technical analysis, traditional technical analysis on untraditional market, right? We understand we don't really even care. Hey, man, what the proof of stake? Oh my God, long-term investment. We don't care. Like we're literally looking for structural developments that we can identify that have been researched by geniuses, and we're just trying to apply their traditional technical analysis they taught us to these untraditional markets, and we're just trying to manage our risk with an entry, stop loss, and take profits, and that can be life-changing for us. We can make really good yields, okay, when M-shapes complete at good levels, when failed bearish breakdowns occur, and then it is confirmed that they are failed bearish breakdowns with spring back tests. I mean, you can get insane results off that. Speaking of spring back tests, they haven't really played out yet. Not all the way, but great start, okay? When this happened, it was identified, right? Just like Vechain. He had this lowest low, September 11th, man. But somehow, we found a higher low came then. What? More than before? Very subtle, though. Like, to someone who doesn't invest in themselves and learn and really care about like what a slightly higher low could represent, you're just never gonna, it's not gonna mean anything to you. It's just gonna look like candles. This is the same thing, same price. It's not. But then you understand historical ice lines from history. They've been tested and failed to break. But something changed though. You'd been testing and failing to break back above that level from August all the way really to October. Talking about 63 days, over 2 months of testing and failing and up thrusting and chopping. But something happened where on October 23rd, a break happened, and hey man, it could have been just like all the rest. Rudy Poo, failure, loser, joke. But then, after a few days, those sellers pushed the price down to try to push us back below that level again from history that is so important, so real. And this time, October 27th, the buyers defended it. They defended it, and you held, and the daily candle closed above it. A new day appears, just maybe morning star here. That was not happening. That had not happened really at all. And so that's a technical indicator, very powerful technical indicator that can have serious consequences if it's real. And it could fail. It could have failed and still could, right? It's already, it can't fail now. It could just underperform and dump. But it is playing out right now. You're seeing the consequence of a successful spring back test, which is a rally that ensues shortly after. But a lot of times, even by the book, the spring back test can have some of the most immaculate performance of any indicator, right? This $84 is the target, certainly here. We know about history. In my opinion, the major overhead resistance is there. Anytime the price from history breaks this $66 level or it's back tested as support, $84 is the target. So that, once again, it is still, that is the target now. All right, so again, higher lows, spring back tests. We don't know if they'll play out, but we certainly know we can take entries around those levels with stop losses somewhere marginally below it, because if the price hits our stop loss threshold, then our argument for owning the asset is gone. But if the stop loss threshold never gets achieved by the sellers, then you have a valid trade, valid argument for upside, and all we're doing is upside right now. So if you're patient, $84. I just blacked out, sorry. I mean, that's some serious stuff, man, I'm talking about right now, okay? It takes a lot of reading, man, a lot of studying, a lot of years. I mean, it's taken me a lot of years, but I don't know. There's some people in our community that like pick this stuff up. Not like that many, but there are certain people in our community that are like, I think have higher aptitudes than me. But hey, man, they weren't like playing linebacker from 4th grade all the way to sophomore year of college, you know, and lost all their brain cells. So a lot of y'all got a leg up on me, man. I would wonder if I never played football and played golf or was quarterback or a kicker, how much smarter I'd be, how much better I'd be at like this, all of this, you know? So I know if I were a kid, I would definitely be encouraging him to play quarterback, kicker, or golf, and chess, and play guitar or piano, whatever. Okay, so we're just going into some alpha on technical indicators on the crypto market. Let's go take a look at Theta. That guess what, man? You know, broke out. This is incredible. Holy crap, man. Theta. Currently trading at its highest price since May 22nd. I would think 98 cents is your target from here, since you're breaking this overhead resistance from July and June. You still got some more upside. You got about, what, 9 more cents of upside until you hit a pretty key level here from May 2022. All right. Huge old wedge. Look at the weekly. It's incredible, right? Incredible wedge. Yeah, Bitcoin's doing things. Let's head on back, dude. We got nearly session highs on Bitcoin. We are, like we did in the middle of this stream, we have achieved highs of the day, HODs. This is the HOD, man. Remember, the beautiful 12-hour bullish engulfing candle is catching the follow through. This is what I always talk about, engulfing candles, and then you get candles like this after the engulfing. It's like what? That means that whoever painted the engulfing still owns this. They're still in it. So it's still a valid engulfing candle. And look at you now, catching some follow through now. Oh, but you're still like testing this heart line, man. You're right at it. And we know the XABC, it's like a crab pattern. A 1618 takes you about 37,000, which is the top of the channel. It's like TA Tetris. It's beautiful, man. Great for people that understand that our governments, central banks, corporations have all betrayed us. They're pretty much using taxpayers and consumers as cattle. They don't really care anymore. Everything's a number now. They don't treat us like humans anymore. They're stealing from our future. There will be no more money left in Social Security by the year 2030, 2032 or something like that. It'll be completely depleted. They will have to make cuts on Social Security, which already is kind of like not much anyway. I don't know how you could live off that alone by itself, but you should, all of you in this, anyone watching this stream, you should just assume, okay? It's okay to assume in situations like this and to assume and expect that you will never get a dime from the government when you get old. When you expect and assume, and you do, oh, congrats on, wow, I get some pennies, wow, on the dollar, congrats, dude. But if you don't, and I'm thinking the probability is high you're not going to get anything. You can't be, you're not going to get any sort of negative emotional response, and you're going to be in a better financial space at that point when you're old and you're less able to produce income and revenue for your household. Oh my god, man, it's like dead, dude.
Hey bro, please take a look at Darrow on CoinEx. It is the ETH killer, being proof of work and private at a protocol level. Also, please suggest one upcoin to add Monero to the tipping options. XMRFTW.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but
0.210097000 LTC.
Yeah, thank you, Oracle, for the 1548 of Litecoin. The issue with that, it's just like an exchange. I mean, like, you know, OneUpCoin, as far as I know, the developer, it's American. Even if it wasn't American, it was being provided in the U.S. It's KYC stuff, man. Like, you know, I pay taxes on this stuff, so just like I would fiat. And if you like, I think like it puts his platform maybe in jeopardy, because like there's a reason why Coinbase, and I think like I don't use Binance like US, but at one point a long time ago they did not provide Monero. I'm not sure if Fimix does. I never even looked, but like there's something about it, like where if it's completely untraceable, untrackable, US government, SEC, they got an issue with that. So I'm pretty certain that's the reason. And so look, my OneUpCoin's connected to a certain, like one of my Coinbase accounts, right? So they can't offer Monero if the exchange doesn't have a wallet for it or something. I don't know. Maybe they could. I don't know. You're right, Jonathan. No one is coming to save us, chat. You understand? Like, the wolves are in the government now. They're robbing the coffers. There's... I gotta find it. Hold on. I just have to pull this up so you understand what I'm meaning when I'm saying they're robbing the coffer, okay? You have to see it. It's... What do you mean by that? Surely that's just hyperbole. And it's just, he's just like kind of being a little dramatic. But no, I'm not. The cost of debt. Look, since the end of 2020, 2021, this number, look, this goes back to 04, and it was only lower. It had never been higher. It starts in 04 because like it just didn't matter. It's like the number has only been going up, slowly creeping up. But that right there is a major problem. This is these people in the treasury, the government, they are robbing the coffers, okay? They know the collapse is coming at some point. So they're enriching themselves, they're setting themselves up. Make sure they're okay. But it's also more insidious than that, where I do think that you have... There was a communist takeover in 2020. You can tell by the actions being made by this administration. Open borders, fentanyl, right? 100,000 people dying every year now. There are literally people being that are coming across the border. They're getting processed. And the government is giving your taxpayer money, part of that lump sum that I showed you, to these third world migrants. And they're going on airplanes on American Airlines. And they're literally flying to New York, anywhere they want. They choose. They choose where they want to go. And the taxpayers, our government that betrayed us, is paying for it. Literally happening. There are people on the ground reporting this stuff. So if that doesn't and those people are replacing you because you're too expensive. You require too much, okay? So in the end, I mean, unfortunately, it sounds almost cliche to say it, Bitcoin is the only answer to this. An alternative to the system. Well, there really wasn't one. Oh, you could buy gold, dude. Now at least we have a mathematical edge here, an escape. Matt Brandt says, thanks to you, I'm going to help my parents retire 10 years early at least. Man, Matt, that's really nice. Truly, that's amazing, dude. Much love. Oh, by the way, thanks so much to Joe A in the past 24 hours for joining the Patreon.
I wish mods would free X-Ray. He was only trying to make chat laugh with a based picture. They didn't want to laugh, so they IP banned him from the Discord.
Well, I saw it. X-Ray, I saw what happened. It was disgusting. Pretty inexcusable. You know, like, the guidelines of the community. You can't, like, have he had, like, a picture of SBF in jail, doing something disgusting, looking at Caroline Ellis. I mean, it's like, we get it, haha. You can DM it to Brad. Brad might have even like laughed, you know, in a DM, but you just can't do it in our community. You can't do that in general chat. So you got the ban. But if you do want an appeal, you just said you wanted an appeal. That's up to Brad, right? I mean, like, I'm okay. Like, I understand people make mistakes and they apologize, and if they show contrition and they say that they're not going to do that again, I'm all for giving someone a second chance. Never going to apologize for giving someone a second chance if they truly want to be in the community and they're not going to do it again. But at the same time, I do delegate to Brad, so Brad he makes those decisions, not me. I'm literally hands off the moderation completely. I delegate. So that's up to Brad and Julia and the mods. But I hear you and I appreciate that, okay? Did I do it? I can't remember. Did I do the Jesus chimes? Thank you so much, Joe A, for becoming a Patreon or a patron. Please be sure to single the Patreon on the Discord. Much love, man. And thank you, Crypto Clan, for joining the tier. It was like the green tier of the Citadel, or like not the Citadel, but like you're contributing to the stream in the Discord, the premium membership. Thank you, man. Much love. Brad, I agree. So it's your choice, man. But, you know, again, if someone's literally, you know, contributing to the stream, showing contrition, and then they say they'll never do it again, hey, I mean, like, you know, what else could they do? Artist reading Cardano gonna moon. Well, Cardano did moon technically off its low. It kind of just respecting its levels very well. You know, you brought up Cardano. It's how it goes, man. When sellers are unable to breach a key support even after a million tests, and then they truly relent, well, normally the next level can get tested, and that is exactly what happened. Let me show you here. Sorry, the 12-hour doesn't have the visibility. I mean, it's kind of impeccable, isn't it? It's kind of unbelievable how perfect, right? Straight up, straight down, Daniel San. Straight down, straight up, not straight down, straight up, straight down. And then sellers try, and they effing try, and then Bitcoin rallies, and then confirms the resumption of its bullish trend it's been in since the beginning of 2023. And then the altcoins say, we will defend, the buyers will defend all these levels. I put in at the beginning of this year, the end of last year, and look where it took you. All the way, right back. What is it? Is it a joke? Ladies and gentlemen, no, it's a candle high close from May of 2018. It's a big zone here. So there's a lot of work still to be done. What a run, though. Definitely, if someone was trading the spring back or just like the confirmation low here, it wasn't really a spring back test because the sellers really didn't get it below the level. It's pretty incredible on this one. But yeah, this is like a level where someone would take profit if they got in at the bottom. Say, buy low, sell high. It went up 53% in less than 3 weeks. That's incredible gains. I mean, if you're not taking profit there, are you really even trading? It's at a profit-taking level. This is, if you bought low. Oh yeah, Egg, you're right. Sorry, man. Hi. Let's go to high. Well, hold on. Jonathan, what do you think about all this going on? You know, we're talking about the government's betraying us and, you know, debt soaring. It's a straight line up. It's never happened like this before. And, you know, what do you think about Bitcoin being the savior of the world?
I like turtles.
Oh, thank you so much, Jonathan, for your input. Jonathan, do you see how we're going streaking 3 days in a row, maybe going on 4 if things stay elevated, working on the highest daily candle close again since May 15th, 2022. I mean, you got a little bit of turbulence right here. Could be potential resistance as it was in 2022. But man, and then maybe 1.5 after that. But dang, dude, the major level, you know, straight down and up and down and then up and then down. I mean, it's 1.7 trillion. Imagine where Bitcoin is. Imagine where these altcoins are. You know what happens if we're seeing 1.71, 1.78 trillion? We would be looking at something like Uniswap. This would play out all the way. You'd be seeing aggressive targets be achieved if we're at 1.7 trillion, right? If we're at 1.7 trillion on total, Tron is most likely at 12 cents. If 1.7 trillion is achieved on total, well, you can certainly imagine how Matic would be at probably 130 and beyond. You get it? It's just... So very interesting stuff. Higher highs, higher lows the whole year 2023. Let's go, dude. Let's go. But dang, man, time flies. I've been live for an hour, 20 minutes. I do have something I have to attend to this evening. I actually have to get ready for it now before I got to go in less than an hour. So really appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. I got to look at high real quick. Sorry. Let me go to high. And then I got to buy. What? Dude. Calm down, Ray. I got to look at Darrow too. Just hold on. And at HFD. Dang it, man. High on KuCoin. All right, let's do these requests and then, oh, well. Hey! This looks like it's gonna go insane. Targets 4.75 cents. That's it. Hey! That's it. That's your target. Moon soon. Easy trade setup too. Like where you are, you're up 7%. I know, whatever. Okay. But what it's doing now is so stupid that it makes it lower risk. A way to easily manage your risk. It's like a no-brainer. It's like, wow, okay. You could just have a stop loss. Look, the swing high, July 2022. You see the reversals, right, happening there. That's it. You could, I mean, really anything until it's lower than 1.9 cents is adequate for a long. And I know, like, going long on something up 7%, like you could literally go to the stop loss and pivot and still be fine. But dude, like that's the target. You have like a 5.5 to 1 reward to risk in the situation. Unbelievable. Yeah. Hey, it's 1, 2, 3. It's like rule of 3 crap, man. It's like you see one low. See, here's the lows and here's the higher low, but then all of a sudden higher than before. The rule of 3 leads you to believe resolution's coming. That's why enter now. Entering after the third valley has clearly been put in is great, and it's happening at strategic levels. Kang status. Kangs! If you want it above that, we could. If you wanted seriously another crazy target, we could be pretty conservative-ish. This isn't conservative. This is conservative for S coins. I mean, you could literally play it like this, man, and it would probably play out. It's an 886 Gartley, man. Okay. Wow. Thank you, dude. We've been here though. We've literally been here. I've been on this. The harmonic was there, and here we are. Okay, legend status. Hey, we'll do it live. So yes to the US dollar, to the harmonic, trend analysis, technical indicators, IMO, long. Oops, what the? Huh? What are you talking about? What? Excuse me? What is happening? I always do this. I have the description. What is it doing? What is it talking about? That's a brief. Oh, now they're like making me do more. F them, dude. F them. What is this? Dude, sounds like you're shouting to a lot of folks on the internet. No, wait, what the? Dude, TradingView. Well, we had such a good platform that we just had to... Okay, here we go. I'm just doing this, okay? It's a Michael Saylor quote on Bitcoin. I don't have time for this, bro. God. What a joke.
Just joined the stream. Can you take a look at coin if you haven't
This is
already?
brand new. This happened like
Long
past
coin
couple
because
days.
Brian Charmstrong looks like handsome Squidward.
There it is, patrons. There you have it. So, Craig P. Coin, yeah. Running out of time here, man. Running out of time. Got to keep it going. Thank you, dude. HFD. Beautiful, man. Let's have an alert set up, too. We're breaking that one resistance. And we're going. HFD. I mean, it certainly looks okay, G-Dog. Yeah, absolutely, man. Buyers defending the key inflection zone way back. Halford's group. Yeah, that looks great. I mean, as long as you have a stop loss below 188, you're good. Looks like reaccumulation going on. Yep. I'll show you here maybe on the 3-day. Get some more. Yeah, like look, dude. It's like that, right? Yep, okay. Anything above 188, you got a chance. You do. It's like, it's an M shape, but it's like too shallow, right? It was failed bat, never got to it. Yeah, you can see 45%, 786. So the 886 would have been best. It still could be bearish consolidation, right? Setting up for lower prices. But if it is, you're out. You're not going to be seeing much of any of that. So the only thing you'd be doing, you'd be trading the fact that these two higher lows got put in with confirmation and is ushered in the price above this swing low that takes you back to 2008. So therefore would be reasonably 263 G-Dog. And then above that, I would think pretty easily, you got a zone there, of course. Can't ever be that perfect, right? 328 to 338. So easy targets, 263, then 330, okay? G-Dog, sorry, kind of being a little quick here, but I got something going on. This is why I went live, and I've already been live for almost an hour and a half now, so sorry. Thank you. But yeah, great defense from the buyers, and the higher lows are here. And it looks almost like a pretty beautiful ascending triangle, if you could believe it, Larry. It's an ascending triangle, reaccumulation structure. It's the sell wall, and it's the higher lows that we could be ascending triangles. Okay, hype in the chat. Not bad, dude. Very good. Good request. Of course, though. Like, did I just do that whole request? My God. Without, Okay. Shit, man. Sorry. Look, you know, anything above this zone is good. Right? So you cut your losses below 188.
Orange me, eat orange, give me, eat orange, give me, eat orange, give me, eat orange, give me you.
Thank you for the orange me's, dude. Cheers. Yeah, G-Dog. It's good, man. It's good. I gotta go. I'm sorry. We can go harder on this. So get Darrow on KuCoin. It's another request. It's not CoinX, not KuCoin. Sorry. First time here. First time seer viewer of this S coin. Well, so we go back to this rally peak right here, and then that was where it was manufactured, and then you see the price action correlates in a timeless fashion, a multitude of times. And here we are breaking above that level today. Okay. Sure, that's a big level that was breached, and I get it, you know, like you're just pretty far off that level now this week. The closer you are to $3, the closer $3.20, the closer you are to being able to strategize and manage your risk optimally, right? The further you get away from that level, the much harder it becomes to manage your risk, right? So if I was to try to enter right now at 446, how in the world could I have a stop loss below 292 and not take on insane losses if the trade failed, right? You have to wait. Like, what would be preferable to me on the 3-day would be, hey, okay, and then this happens. Oh my God. I'll have an alert set up there just on the offshoot chance it ever does, because if I hear that beep, I'm gonna lose my effing mind, because that's the indicator you're looking for. You have now officially sprung, but there is no confirmation of that spring's validity, right? The sellers broke the support and the buyers recaptured it, but the buyers have not reconfirmed that level that was support in history is support again. They have to confirm it. And if they do confirm it, that's where we enter at the lowest risk ever, because we have forms of confirmation, not just accumulation, confirmation of levels of support, but it's easy to set up a stop loss. It's such a no-brainer. You take on minimal losses if that defense fails. And if the spring back test is confirmed, huge upside. So I think on this one, great to see a spring, but we have no spring back test yet, and we'd be waiting for that if we're so blessed enough. And if we don't get it, we move on with our day. We look for this price action, right? Play the market. Don't let the market play you. You play the market by looking for the things that we want. And if it's not there, no concessions, no negotiating with jokes, okay? With non-confirmation, non-technical indicators. Okay, there you go. Thank you, dude. Oracle, I hope that helps. Greg P wants to coin. Yeah, coin was doing it, man. It's been doing it. It's been making a comeback. It's beautiful, dude. It's like actually kind of unreal. I think we have ourselves a potential 3 rising valleys on the 3-day now. Oh my God, dude. You had it was great on the daily, but yeah, and we had like failure and failure, but even after the failure from the sellers above the 200, yeah, I think we genuinely do 3-day, 3 rising valleys. So that means classic accumulation on coin. And the time and size of the structure is so insane that the performance I think you have a $150 target on Coinbase. 150 from here, meaning upside potential on coin. You have 69% upside potential.
That boy is good.
Incredible. A 3rd valley getting put in after the Momo shift, after the spring back test. This is it. Cue it up, man. This is it. Buy it all. Yeah, sorry, G-Dog. Hopefully you got to see it at least a little bit right there. That's incredible, man. That's a work of art on coin. We'll look back in like 3 months at Coinbase being at $150, and you'd be like, hey, man, I wasn't in the Patreon or in the Citadel, but you know what? I'm joining. That's it. When we see 150, everyone in here, we just all join the Patreon. Okay, just support the 100% crowdsource stream. Okay, that's it. We've broken back out of the range, right? You can see that 83.24. But if we're going to 150, everyone let's just all together do that, okay? Because we're all kings then. You're up 69% on Coinbase. So it's so impeccable of a structure. Life-changing structure on coin right now. Okay. Gotta go. Thanks so much for coming out. Really appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything between. Bitcoin is still you can see it. The heart line is so real here. The buyers keep trying and they keep failing. But we keep elevating in the bottom part of this channel, right? Come on, man. We got to do it.
I need to erase this from my mind.
I have no idea what you're saying. That's not an approved. That's not an approved. Tangia. Taking advantage of it again. All right. Love y'all. I'll be back. Till next time. Respect. The T. A.
c'è più la possibilità di sbagliare.
Gentlemen in the mix.
We have been elsewhere, seen other things, but none were good and pure like the night. about the night that consumes us so. We are at a loss for words. Apologizing for the cliche we answer. It's a spiritual thing, a communal thing, a tribal thing. Free men and women, willing slaves only to the drum. Far from a heathen rite, we dance in unison before God to celebrate the life and mobility with which He has blessed us. To display with pride that we unite despite our differences. We unite because of our differences.